Hello, I'm Devonecia Swartz. I'm an actress, a singer, and a writer, and welcome to episode 3 of my 6-part series on how I prepare for a monologue. Now, today we are doing characterization or building a character, and it's probably my favorite part of the whole process. A character is something that can stand on its own. It has its own mannerisms, its own way of speaking, walking, talking, sitting, sleeping, etc. And we as actors have the fantastic job of stepping into those characters and breathing life into those characters. Now, a lot of people kind of ask, how do I make a character less like me? And it is by figuring out, as the actor, that you come with your own character traits. You come with your own ways of walking and speaking, etc. And you need to get out of the way as the actor and allow the character to be able to figure itself out, how it walks, how it talks, etc. So what I usually do when trying to figure out a character is I affect its breath, or try and figure out its breath, and I try and figure out its posture. So, for instance, I kind of do them together as well, because breath is life-giving, and posture, I'm quite a physical kinetic actress in a sense, so I try and figure out how the character would sit, if it would sit like this, and how does it breathe. So if your character is kind of slouched over, you see, I almost automatically don't care what's going on right now, and maybe it breathes quite slowly, which affects the way that they kind of talk, or if your character kind of sits quite upright, straight spined, and maybe she has quite shallow breaths, and you don't know if, maybe the breathing is quite here and it's quite shallow breaths. Maybe that affects the speed at which she speaks, because she kind of needs to speak quite quickly to get all the information out before she needs to take another breath, So there are many different ways that you can attack creating a character, but that's what I usually do. I look at posture, and I look at the way that it breathes. And then from that, I take it into, how does the character walk? How does the character, how do they have a way of breathing, so then how do they talk, etc. Then, my notes on the side, there's a question, do you like your character? And I don't personally think that you need to like your character, like in the sense that what you think they're doing is right or wrong, but I do think that you should not judge your character. Because if you judge your character, there's going to be an incongruency between, we are going to pick up that there is something, not lacquer, because the actor is placing their own or projecting their own thoughts onto the character while playing the character, if that makes sense. So Iago, for instance, is a horrible man. We know he's a horrible man. There's no debate about the fact that he is a horrible man. However, I don't judge Iago for what he does. I don't judge him on why he does what he does, because I can understand why he's doing I know that he thinks that he is right. And because I can kind of understand him, or understand why he does what he does, and I don't judge what he does, I am then almost truthfully able to play him, because I don't judge him. You are also in the very fortunate position in picking a character or picking a monologue that you like and that you enjoy. So the like thing is already dealt with. So don't judge your character and don't judge what they do, and then you will be able to portray them quite truthfully. Then in sustaining your character, it's quite difficult to sustain a character. However, the easiest thing for me is to build moments. So connect the moments, because you have built the character. You know why they do what they do. And so you can build those moments or those connections in your monologue to kind of draw, sustain the character and draw those ideas together. And that's how you can sustain your character. Okay, fantastic. In the next episode, we will be dealing with emotional beats and actually learning your lines. So I'm so excited to see you in the next episode. Please tune in.